everyone, Silver Joker here. Okay, so you guys know I get comments all the time in my videos, after pretty much every video, where people have questions or they're curious about my local coin store. If you watch my videos at all, you know that I have a specific coin store that I go to, my local coin store. The owner there, his name's Phil. And so I get a lot of questions, and most of the questions are people are wondering how can they get a good deal from their local coin store if they have one. And basically, they just want to know how to find a good coin store, local coin store. So I could not find a better YouTuber than T, the Silver Stacker, to do this. If you guys follow his channel, and I'll leave a link to his channel and some of my favorite videos in the description of this video. But he goes to a lot of local coin stores. Okay, so T, you joined YouTube. You became a YouTube content provider in 2020. And you've already posted over 180 videos. You've got over 500,000 views and 5.65K subscribers. Now that's pretty impressive for such a short time. That's pretty good.
Thank you very much, Silver Joker. And it's let me start by just saying what an honor and a pleasure it is to appear on your channel. You are one of my heroes in the silver stacking community, and I'm not just saying that now. Some of my longtime viewers may remember one of my very first videos I put out was called the Mount Rushmore of YouTubers, silver stacking YouTubers, and I put on 3, and then I added a 4th to round out Mount Rushmore. You were in the top 3, my friend, and it is quite an honor to speak with you and share some time with you and your viewers. So first of all, hey, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure, man. I'm glad that you're here with me, and the honor is all mine. Really, it really is. The honor is all mine. Okay, so there's a lot of comments that I get from people, surprisingly, that don't have a local coin store. They don't have.
Yeah, I've heard
they
the
don't
same
have.
thing.
Yeah, they don't have one that's convenient for them. When you're looking for silver, what do you prefer? Do you prefer local coin stores, or buying locally, or online?
Yeah, when I first started out, I was buying online. Part of that was the fact, of the circumstances that the world was in. But as things opened up, I found myself more and more really enjoying getting into LCSs. And prior to what I just mentioned, I had always kind of frequented coin shops, but I've gotten a lot more serious about my stacking in the last couple of years. So I can't remember the last time I bought anything online. I buy everything at the local coin shops that I go to, and some of them are going back to old familiar ones that I love, and a lot of times it's going to new ones and seeing what they have to offer, especially like when I travel, and it's just a lot of fun. I started this whole thing as a hobby, the YouTubing portion of it, and genuinely I enjoy going to coin shops. So that's the first thing, and that's where I do my shopping. Online, I'm not knocking online at all, but for me, I like the surprise that the LCS offers. For example, this particular round here, Emiliano Zapata, I am of Mexican heritage, and to find this in the generic bin was like Christmas morning. I found lots of surprises over the years, and you never know what you might find, whether it's in their generic bin or something that is in their display case that really catches your eye. And sometimes it's old stuff, sometimes it's new stuff. For me, I like the vintage, and it's always a pleasure to find the surprises that lie waiting for somebody to discover.
Absolutely. I mean, I did a whole video on just the generic bin.
Yeah.
I love the generic bin, and you're right. You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah,
okay,
and
so
sometimes it's just nothing but a bunch of buffaloes. Yeah. Other times it's a whole, smorgasbord of variety. Not only their product that they have, but the vibe and the welcoming atmosphere And for every coin shop that I've ever made a video at, there have been multiple where I've either not been allowed to make a video in the shop, or B, I walked in and just got a bad feeling in that place and never even had the desire to even ask to make a coin shop video. And everybody that you've seen in my videos and my viewers have seen, those are genuine people who, they are what you get on the video.
Absolutely.
That's the way they act on the video is the way they really are in person. And I wouldn't put anybody on that is otherwise.
I'll tell you what that is, and what I kind of figured out some of the difference in coin stores. You got coin stores where it's a business. Mm-hmm. People, it's a business. They have, they want to make revenue. It's all about selling coins and all that kind of stuff. And they're not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of times that's a good thing. They're very professional. Everything's displayed very beautifully, and it is a business. And some coin stores, you can tell that for the owner, this is kind of his hobby. This is something that he does just, it's just, he's retired, or, he's amassed a massive coin collection, and now he's trying to sell it, or, sell some of it, and those kind of things. And that's an entirely different vibe altogether. So for me, it's finding that kind of balance in between of guys that, it's a business for them, but they're very passionate about what they've amassed and are selling. I can't have a video about a local coin store and not mention my good friend Phil. He has that balance. He really does have that balance. Phil. Most of the majority of the coin stores I've ever visited, I've always had a positive relationship with the transaction, whatever it was. I mean, it's always overwhelming. There's very few. I mean, I could probably count them on one hand how many just not pleasant interactions at all.
Funny you should mention that, because I've had similar experiences, and even if they wouldn't let me video, hey, that's cool, and I respect that.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I just stayed and talked, and before you know it, the old timers there start talking, and oh my goodness, that's another thing I notice about a lot of coin shops that I go to. There's a lot of old timers that hang out in coin shops, and their knowledge that they share is just fascinating, and it's fun to talk to those guys. Now, a lot of times those guys that are 80 years old, anybody who's 50 or younger is a youngster to them.
Right.
And it's a real treat to receive their knowledge and have them willing to share it.
Yes, and this has been a treat here too, T. So I just want to sum this up with, I just want people to understand that the majority, at least from my experience, the majority of coin stores that I've gone to have been overwhelmingly positive. It's always been a positive situation. Local coin stores are fantastic. I usually find what I'm looking for when I go in there, and I'm always leaving with something unexpected, like the video I made where we went up to Dayton to visit my brother, and I found that, actually it's right here, this Kilo Eagle that I found.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Oh yeah, and that was unexpected, and those things happen. And so I would say if you're going to go to your local coin store, the best thing to think about is just have fun. Enjoy the experience. Enjoy the shopping.
I like the ability on a Saturday afternoon to go and spend 45 minutes or an hour at a coin shop and maybe walk out with something, maybe not, and usually the former, not the latter.
Right.
But I want to be able 5 years from now or 10 years from now to go back to that same coin shop. And if you don't support local, if everybody says, well, I can save 32 cents by, buying online and it just comes to my door. Well, if everybody did that, there wouldn't be any local coin shops left. I like to support local,
Yeah.
I could say in my community in Northwest Indiana, there's less coin shops out there now than there were 10 years ago. 10 years from now, I want there to still be coin shops. So again, back to shopping local,
Absolutely. It's just a good experience, and they're good for the community. And if you like silver like me and you do, then we definitely want to be able to go to a coin store in the future.
Absolutely.
All right, well, T, this has been fun, man. We got to do this again, and we're not that far from each other, so chances are we might run into each other. I like local coin stores, you do.
Yeah.
So we might run into each other, accidentally or on purpose.
That would be an absolute pleasure to be able to shake your hand, my friend,
Oh man,
because this has been a lot of fun, and I hope our viewers enjoy it as well as much as we did.
absolutely. I had a good time. I appreciate you coming down here and talking to me about local coin stores. I mean, the message we want to send is go support your local coin store. Of course, buy online if you have to. You know, if we want to continue to have a local coin store, we have to support them.
Absolutely.
And so, go out and support your local coin store. You'll be glad you did. All
Yep.
right, T. Well, I appreciate that. Any last words, my friend? Anything you want to add?
Well, the last thing I'll mention is that when I had like 25 viewers, I reached out to you and emailed you, and you were kind enough to respond to me, and I can't tell you how much that means. I really appreciate it.
Oh man, that's fantastic, man. And I really don't have the words to respond to that. But I've enjoyed your channel. I like the direction that you're going in. It's great. You're all about the information and sharing that with the community. And hey, I'm all for that. Nothing but success for you. I see in the future. I mean, you've got it. I mean, people are responding to what you're doing, and that's great. So don't stop what you're doing. And, if any way I can support you, you just let me know. I will. And I'm going to have you back on here. We're going to talk about some different subjects, if you don't mind.
I'm already looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks a lot, my friend. So anyway, this is T, the Silver Stacker. I will leave a link to his channel. You guys go over and show him some love. You watch a few of the videos that I'm going to put in the description, some of my favorites. You guys can check them out. But go over and show him some support. I think if you watch a couple videos, you'll be hooked. You'll be a subscriber. And, we're gonna keep moving forward with what we're doing here in the Silver Stacker community because it's beneficial. All right, T, thank you very much. I appreciate you stopping by. And, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing.
Sounds good, my friend.
Thank you.
You take care.
You too.